Good morning, students. Welcome back again to the IP classes. In last class, we discussed about the types. Last class, we discussed about the units of computer, important units of computer, and how these units are interconnected with each other to perform the final working. Now, in this class, we will discuss some storage issues. Storage issues is the first issue is security issue. Security issue means suppose we stored our data over the storage device on the permanent basis, and due to any incident that data is lost over from such device. So in that case, how can we recover our data? For that, there are two techniques. First one is the backup. Now the backup means we will take a separate copy of our original data in another external device or over the cloud. So backup means separate copy of original data either on another external device or cloud. And second security issue is we can also secure our data with the help of data recovery software. Data recovery software. Now, what is the data recovery software? Sometimes if we lost our data, then there are so many softwares available over the internet through which we can recover our lost data. But that software does not ensure that 100% data will recover. It may be recovered 90 to 95% data, and 4 to 5% data may be lost. So in that way, we can overcome the security issues of our storage devices. Now come to the next topic. Next topic is the software. Now, what is the software? Software are set of instructions that stored together to perform a task. Software are the set of instructions that are designed in such a way that it accomplish or perform a particular task. Now, softwares are divided into two categories. First one is the system software, and second one is the application software. If we talk about the system software, that is the first software. So, first software is system software. Now, what is the system software? As the name suggests, system software are those software that are the basic requirement of our system. Without that software, our system can't work. For example, operating system like Windows in desktop or laptop, Android within the mobile system are some system software. Besides that, language translator like compiler, interpreter, assembler, all these are the system software. Now, one by one we have to explain each and every system software. So the first system software is the operating system. First system software is operating system. Now, what is the operating system? Operating system is a software that acts as an interface between the user and the hardware. Suppose that is your hardware, and over it, operating system will get installed, and that will help in interacting with user. So, whatever the task you want to perform with the help of computer hardware, you have to give command to the operating system, and then operating system will perform that task with the help of hardware. So many types of operating systems are there, like Windows operating system, Android for the mobile operating system, Linux, DOS, Unix, and so on. So all these are the operating system. Next type of the system software is the language translator. As we know that computer understand only binary language, that is 0 and 1. And our language is the English. So we need a software that will convert user language, that is English language, into 0 and 1. So that software is known as language translator, and language translator are of three types. First one is the compiler. Suppose we write a program of the 10 instruction, so compiler will convert the whole 10 instruction at once. If any of the single instruction contain error, then no instruction will be converted into user language to machine language. So compiler convert all at once. Second is the interpreter. Interpreter is also same as compiler, except that it converts line by line instruction. So if a particular line contains the error, only that line will not be converted and remaining line will be converted to the machine language. Convert line by line. And the last one is assembler. There is also a language that lies between user language and machine level language. That is known as assembly language. So assembly language contains some instruction of the user and some instruction of the computer. So assembler convert such assembly language to machine level language. So all these are about the language translator. In next class we discuss about some application software. Thank you.